Hello, my beautiful reader friends. It's Tiffany with an IE. As you can see, welcome back to my channel, and apologies in advance if you hear some background noise because the kids and everyone is awake and yelling and everything. But for today's video, I will be doing my December wrap up as well as some end of the year stats. I did this last year as well, so I'm not going to go through all the past years of my collective Goodreads years and stuff. So I'm only going to talk about the books that I read this month and then talk about each of the months this year and how many books I read and the breakdown of my star ratings and stuff. So let's just get into it. So for December, the first book I read was Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. I've been reading this for months and finally finished it, loved it so much. It was so heartbreaking, but yet so insightful, and it just made me sad every time I read it. So that's why it took me such a long time to finish, but I definitely gave this 5 stars. The next book I read was Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. This was the book club pick for Mysterious Galaxy's Young Adult Book Club, as well as my friend DJ's Instagram book club. And I really like this. Gave it 4 stars. Yeah, I would highly recommend. It has black mermaids in it, so yay. Okay. The next book I read, I don't own this, but I read the ebook and also listened to the audiobook at the same time, but it was The Godfather, which was from my puzzle TBR game. And I gave this 4 stars, really liked it, but there was some outdated language and racial slurs and stuff that I did not like. But besides that, the story was really good. I've seen the first movie, but not the other 2, and I really liked it as well. But I think kind of like how I mentioned with the Jaws book, where there was a lot more in the book with the characters and everything than the movie. And same here with The Godfather. Really appreciated it, and I'm glad I read it. It was a really long book, but I got through it. Okay, the next book I read was Beach Read by Emily Henry, finally, because I need to give this back to DJ. I've borrowed it from him for like 2 years. But I gave this 4 stars. It was pretty much perfect. There's just like one line I didn't like, and I'm not going to talk about it. So yeah, but overall, I loved this book so much. The next book I read, I don't have this either, but I reread The Lorax by Dr. Seuss, and it was still fun and good. It's basically a cautionary tale, so I gave it 5 stars, but I think moving forward, I'm not gonna rate Dr. Seuss's books because he was not let's see, he's kind of like Roald Dahl, where like Roald Dahl was anti-Semitic. Dr. Seuss was something similar, basically like kind of racist as well. His book Yertle the Turtle is basically about Hitler, so yeah, ponder that. The next book I read was Mr. Jack is a Maniac. I found this in a little free library, and it's one of the weird school books that I read with a student that I used to tutor, except this is the My Weirder School series. So there's a lot of spin-off series. But yeah, read this. It was a lot of fun. Gave it 5 stars. But yeah, it was a little different than what I was used to with the first series. Then I read this 101 Essential Tips Cat Care short handbook thing that I got from the vet, and it was good. I ended up giving it 4 stars. There were like a few typos and stuff, but yeah, it was fine. I learned a lot of things from it, and yeah, made sure that my cat Lucy went to go see the vets because there were some things in here where I was like, oh, I want to make sure that she doesn't have like ear mites, for instance, but it turned out to be an ear infection. Okay, the next book I read was this Adventure Time Choose Your Own Adventure book. It was really fun. It's called Which Way Dude? BMO's Day Out. And it was a lot of fun, but there were like some typos where it got confusing and stuff. So I gave this 4 stars, but overall it was a lot of fun. The next 3 books I read are all manga. So I read The Demon Ororon. This one I gave 4 stars because it was a good story, but there were also like a lot of typos to the point that it got confusing. So I think there was an issue with the translation. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but it was good. And then the next 2 are Kingdom Hearts 2, Volume 1 and 2. And I do know a little bit of Kingdom Hearts, and I've played a little bit of it, but I don't know like everything about it. So there are previous series that, like at least 2 series before this one, that's why it's called Kingdom Hearts 2, but these were from a book sale, so I just got them. But gave both of these 5 stars. Really like them. I'm intrigued to read some more, and yeah. Okay. The next thing I read was A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. I gave this 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, I think it pretty much holds up. And Ursula K. Le Guin, she was an icon, so. And then next I read 4 graphic novels. So I was just like not wanting to read what I was supposed to read this month. So I'm just like, I'm just going to read manga and graphic novels. But I finally read Teen Titans Beast Boy Loves Raven. It was so cute. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. Yeah, would highly recommend. And I'm so excited that Teen Titans Robin is the next thing to come out. So super excited. Love Teen Titans so much. And the last 3 books, they're all in the same series. They are the Tea Dragon Society, the Tea Dragon Festival, and the Tea Dragon Tapestry. I gave all 3 of these 5 stars. They were absolutely amazing. The first one and the third one are direct continuations, and the second one is kind of like a companion / prequel. So yeah. They were so cute and heartwarming, and I want a tea dragon now too. And yeah, I would highly recommend these. And it's just like the art is so cute. The author's non-binary. There's a lot of diversity in these graphic novels. So yeah, highly, highly recommend. Okay, now for this month of December 2021, I read a total of 16 books. Gave 10 of them 5 stars and 6 of them 4 stars. And then in November, last month, I read 5 books. I gave 4 of them 5 stars and 1 of them 4 stars. Then in October, I also read 5 books. I gave 2 of them 5 stars, 1 of them 4 stars, and 2 of them 3 stars. In September, I read 15 books. 13 of them I gave 5 stars, 1 of them I gave 4 stars, and 1 of them I gave 2 stars. In August, I read 17 books. 13 of them I gave 5 stars, and 4 of them I gave 4 stars. In July, I read 16 books. 14 of them were 5 stars, and 2 of them were 4 stars. In June, I read 13 books. 10 of them were 5 stars, 2 of them were 4 stars, and 1 of them was 3 stars. In May, I read 10 books. 9 of them were 5 stars, 1 of them was a 3 star. In April, I read 6 books, and all 6 of them were 5 stars, so that was a good reading month, even though I didn't read that much. In March, I read 17 books. 16 of them were 5 stars, 1 of them were 4 stars. In February, same stats. I read 17 books, 16 of them were 5 stars, and 1 was 4 stars. And January was actually my best reading month. I read 27 books. 26 of them were 5 stars, and 1 was a 4 star. So I started the year off strong and then kind of went through all sorts of stuff, but I still had pretty high numbers. And for the year of 2021, I actually read 165 books, which is the exact same number as for 2020. Even though on Goodreads, it got kind of messed up and says that I actually read 163 books, but no, I read 165. Yeah, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Lucy's sleeping, that's why you don't really hear her meowing, but she's a good cat. So yeah, Let me know what you read this month, and yeah, let's chat in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!